Yo, brethren, a YN popped out of the driver's seat. What the talking to, dog? I'm trying to order my food, man. So
this guy sounds like a white dude from the deep south.
I know, right?
That's why I'm afraid of them black people. I'm thinking about my self-preservation.
Getting pulled over, like one time I was with like a couple black people and like the police approached. And yo, whenever police approach, I'm like, I get confident. I'm like, how's it going, officer? How you doing?
I'll move on to the next topic. I definitely think this is a little I don't think that you were coming from that standpoint.
Can't keep all that off my mouth, man.
Hey, yo. Now I understand why some man just keep the women at the crib, because sometimes you let them out the crib, it's like, yo, you're endangering my life. Like,
yo, how are we turning into the Red Pill podcast again, bro? People are expecting a red button. There was all this talk about a red button. I'm like, what are you guys expecting? Like, what more do you want from Drake?
We love hip hop.
You know, I was trying to hold this story. It's not even one of the pre-topics I have written down, but I can't keep it on my chest, bro. I don't think I got it like that. I don't think I'm not gangster no more, bro.
Oh man.
when did you stop being gangster?
I don't know, man. Like, as a man who used to be in the streets, I don't think you necessarily have to be the most gangster to be a hustler. You know what I'm saying? But you have to deal with circumstances so you can get gangster. So I don't know. Somewhere along the line, I'm not saying I'm but I'm not running around with a gun and stuff like that. So I'm not ready to take it there. And I'll tell you why. I was in a lineup at Tim Hortons in the drive-thru. And it was taking super long. There's somebody in the car in front, right? In a little van. And they probably watched the show. This is the crazy part about it. Okay? And I'm waiting. I'm talking about 5 minutes. It's taking maybe even longer, bro, to do an order. So, and I heard somebody honk behind me because there's a lineup, right? So then I honk too. And then I yell out the window, like, yo, what the is going on, bro? What's taking so long?
Oh man, crash out Friday.
Yo, brethren, a YN popped out of the driver's seat. What the talking to, dog? I'm trying to order my food, man. Who you talking to, bro? Yo, I didn't say shit.
I apologize, sir. I was actually on the phone.
I didn't go that bitched up, but I stayed silent.
You definitely got to roll up your window after
that one. And then I thought to myself, oh, I'm not gangster. I'm not gangster.
How why was this end?
He looked like he was probably like 19, 20.
Okay.
But the aggression and I could see in his face, like, and especially if he walks over to the car, he's gonna be like, and you're Friday Ricky Dread? I'm gonna rip you out of the window.
And the thing is, like, okay, I'm about to be 30 and I'm not trying to scrap no 19, 20-year-old. Like, imagine like a prime uni, like pure energy, adrenaline out the walls. Just, like, I'm not ready for all that.
Fam, I thought I was aggressive in my little, yo, what are you thinking? But when he came, the level of aggression that he went to, I just...
There was a testosterone check right there.
Yeah.
So broski stepped out like Black Bull.
I just remembered my age right away. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm shutting up, bro. Take as long as you want.
Broski would have to cancel the episode.
Yo, but you are at the age where it's like, chill, respect your elders. Like, I feel like, I don't know, do you think he would have done something or he would have seen you?
No, fam, because I started off disrespectful.
I was about to say.
Thinking that, you know, it's just going to be some mesquine. They're going to be like, I'm sorry. But when I saw the YN pop out, I was like, yo, shut up, Friday. You're not that gangster, bro.
Nah, because enough elders, like, they just want you to give them respect no matter what's going on. And you know what I mean? And sometimes it's like, nah, like, I'm going to give you the same energy that you're giving me.
Yeah, and I wasn't ready to get it back.
This guy's seen his life flash before. He's like, not worth it.
Yeah, bro. And I said to myself, you know, I'm going to hold this story just for my life. But I was like, nah, bro, I got to bring this to the pod. I couldn't keep it on my chest, bro.
Nah, these youngins are different too.
Has there ever been a time where you, like, I guess... backed up? I was gonna say, I don't want to curse too soon though, but I got backed up, you know what I mean? Like, softened up in an altercation? Pause?
Yes. but it was for my own like safety. It was like the wise decision, but it didn't feel wise. It felt like being a pussy. But when I did like the analysis of it the other day, like I'm chilling, I'm waiting for this girl, and then like some guy asked me for like loot. This guy comes like a brown you. He has like his arm, and I'm like, maybe he's trying to ask me for drugs or like money for drugs, you know. So he comes like, bro, do you have money? I'm like, nah, bro, sorry. He's like, yo, bro, you sure? He's getting closer and stuff, right? So I'm like, nah, bro. I said, no, go on easy. Yeah. The moment I said go on easy, his whole energy switched. Like, yo, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, bro? You don't have to talk to me like that, bro. Like, and I'm seeing like, there's literally a police officer like right there guiding traffic. And I see this like little brownie with a broken arm. And I'm like, am I supposed to crush him right now? You know, then the girl pulls up. She thinks I'm friends with him. Now he's going on, oh, yeah, and your girl's here too. Yo, just go on with your girl, blah, blah. Don't talk to me like that, you know? Yeah. I go to the coffee shop. This guy walks by. He's like, you're a goof, kid. Like, and I was just like, there were so many moments like I should have crashed in like a violation sense. But I'm also like, it wasn't the wisest thing to do because like, who knows what would have happened? Like, best case scenario, would I crush him? He already has a broken arm. Yeah. His face splatters on the concrete. Police see me beating up a guy with a broken arm. Why'd you beat him up? He called me a goof, officer. It's like you're under arrest, you know? Like,
or you try to think that that's gonna happen, and he pulls out something and he stabs you.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying? You just never know, fam. Like we're in these days and times where it's like we can crash out, but is it wise to? Because things are unpredictable, bro.
You cannot operate from like a point of ego and pride in those situations because you could like one moment of pride could cost you years of your life. Yes. Could cost you months in the hospital. Like there's just so many variables. Like they say the number one rule for the art of war is don't start a war. Yeah. So like avoiding conflict sometimes is the wisest thing. Did it feel good? No, it didn't feel good. I'm like, it would have felt way better if I crushed him and then just like went and got my ice cream or whatever. You know?
I would say in both of your guys' situations, actually more so yours, it's not so like being a pussy or being a bitch. It's like being mature. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't feel like it wasn't like, man, I did the mature thing. I was like, yo, I should have crushed that guy. That's all I'm thinking, you know? But I agree. And I think that is part of growing up is losing that like childlike impulsivity that will make you crash out over small things. Whereas if kids can kind of like think about something for like a few seconds and be like, okay, he's trying to like violate me with his words and he's talking ish, but like, am I going to lose my life over this? Like,
and I guess what I got to learn is don't start shit if you ain't ready to finish it. Because I started it. I thought I was tough. And before we get to I actually have a pre-topic. Part of it is a racial divide thing. Okay?
What do you mean?
Because if a white guy or like an Indian, like just regular guy, whatever, just jumped out the car, I might have still kept my energy up. You feel me?
I understand 100%.
But I seen like a young black brother come out matching my, not even matching, exceeding my energy.
So if it was a white man, you don't think he'd be able to crush you?
If it was a white man coming out with the tats and the crazy energy, then it's like, okay, we got action. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a fair matchup.
Yeah, or not even a fair matchup. He might even know I know MMA and fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a tough guy. But as soon as I seen a certain demographic come out, I'm like, I'm not ready.
If I seen a brown youth, I don't think I'm backing down. So.
That's what I'm saying. I might have not backed down if it was a brown youth. He might have still been able to mash me up. But my assumptions, because of just like, I don't know what it is, like racial, like, I don't know what's the word.
Brown youths are going to try to scrap us now just to prove a point.
I know, right?
We don't want no smoke. It's all jokes.
But what is that thing, Czar? You know the big words and shit, bro. Like, it's like a racial...
stereotypes?
It's not just a stereotype, a preconceived notion.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you're just a mesquite Indian. You can't do me nothing. I'll probably start yelling more.
Okay, so to take it further... If you were to see that same, like, let's say you're walking down the street, you see that same YN, he's walking down. This is like you don't know him from anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Are you crossing the street or are you continuing?
I'm not completely crossing the street, but I'm looking, when we pass each other, I'm looking behind.
If there's 4 or 5 YNs.
I'm definitely looking behind. And I might cross the street in that scenario because being a known face, they might be like, I lie, that's you.
Okay.
So does it matter that they're black? Like, what if they were these youngins, but like they were white, but they still had the shiesty and the swag? Or is it like...
Same thing.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's not even a black and white thing now. I'm glad you mentioned that. It might be even just like a cultural like
archetype.
Yeah, like if you come out with the balaclava and you're a white, I also might, and you come out with that energy, I might think you have the blower on you, bro.
I might think you're more liable to crash out because like now you have something to prove.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like like you put on your costume, so now you have to, you know what I mean?
So I guess that would even be the same with an Indian youth. Like if it was a Indian youth that came out and he had like the haircuts like the gangsters be having, like the little spiked haircuts and stuff like that, I might be like, okay, calm down, Friday. You're wilding. You know what I'm saying? He might have the shank in the car or something. You know what I'm saying?
Is it beneficial to operate with stereotypes in that sense? Where, like, do you think that majority of stereotypes are accurate?
It's not that they're accurate, but there's also reasons. Like, I'm thinking about my protection. You know what I'm saying? Self-preservation. So
this guy sounds like a white dude from the deep south.
I know, right?
That's why I'm afraid of them black people. I'm thinking about my self-preservation.
Trying to protect my family is all I'm trying to do.
So I guess I'm no better, man. It's for real, fam. Like, I'm really thinking about self-preservation in those circumstances.
Yo, we do prejudge based on like the paradigms that we encounter. Because even you'll say like, sometimes Natural will tell me like he'll experience like mild racism. He's like, bro, I'm like the least intimidating. Like he's like, he'll have like a side bag and like look like, you know, like swaggy.
Normally I'm wearing like dress. Right now I'm wearing a dress shirt. Probably in most of these episodes I'm wearing like some kind of collar shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I be wearing like pink, bright green. You know what I mean? All these like very like friendly colors, and then I still am like, oh, like white women would be clutching their purse.
They treat him like he has a shiesty on or something.
Because like, I live in a condo downtown. They be treating me like I don't live there and stuff. Like if I be balling up outside,
closing the building door
you know
before
what I
you
mean?
can get.
You know what I mean? It's like, what do you like, fam? Like I have my fam. I'm gonna get right in behind you.
Oh man.
No, I've definitely experienced that. Even like getting pulled over. Like one time I was with like a couple black people and like the police approached. And yo, whenever police approach, I'm like, I get confident. I'm like, how's it going, officer? How you doing? How my license and insurance ready, you know? And they're like, yo, I felt so safe. Like that would have been a different situation if you were black. Like the whole interaction would have been different. So it is crazy that like the archetypes that we encounter affect how we interact with them. Because you're saying if that was like a old white dude who like got out, or like a Indian youth or something,
I would have got out too.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I would have been like, you got out the car? How dare you? And then that's me being, that's my problems. You know what I'm saying?
Friday would have been on 6 months.
Yes.
So yo, in terms of like the intimidation pyramid, are like young black dudes at the top?
It sounds crazy to say that. Yes.
Holy.
Maybe it's the media's fault. It is the media's fault. It's social engineering and everything. That's all those are our fault. But we as black people, especially I'm an older head now, we feel it too.
But also, like, we do play into it as well. It's not only like, oh, because the television shows it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, although we are going to get into it, even like look at the recent like things like shootings and stuff that has been happening. You know what I mean?
But it helps to perpetuate the stereotype.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, I got an actual pre-topic. I'm going to show you guys something. Just out of my own demonish mind. The things that I enjoy seeing.
X.com.
And the thing of it is, I've been you, but you.
So this is the Culture United panel. Big salute to Justin Hunt, the company man. Professor Sky's on the panel. The person who's speaking right there, that's Stat Quo, right?
The rapper?
Yes, yeah, of Shady fame, and also he's a manager and executive producer for a bunch of different people, right?
Oh, wow.
He's having and Glasses Malone is in the building. Masito, I don't know who Masito is, but salute to him. And Screwface Jean, right? Or Jean. And Curtis King. Him and Curtis King are having an argument about the relevancy. They're having an argument about Drake, basically. Okay? And things go a little bit left. So I'm going to forward it a bit.
How familiar you are with the actual business and dealing with the crackers. I deal with the crackers. They fuck with me. I'm the spook that sat by the elevator.
Oh, so actually, no. Let me bring it back a little bit, so you can get a little bit of context of the argument.
Speaking from that perspective, like LaRussell, for instance, that type of grind. I've done that. Now I don't know I don't know how familiar you are with the actual business and dealing with the crackers. I deal with the crackers. They fuck with me. I'm the spook that sat by the elevator. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm talking about
We love hip hop.
That's what I'm talking about. So
what I'm saying is, you sounded like the crackers, and that's what I'm getting from this entire conversation. Is you've been sounding like the crackers. You've been trumping integrity in the name of, if you can make hit records, you can sell stuff. We can look over all of that other stuff.
I've already done that.
I can't apply that. You have never been me. You've been independent. That is one thing we have in common. I have never been you, and I want to respect the differences that exist there.
I'm gonna say, we moved on to the next topic. I will move on to the next topic. I definitely think this is going in the direction that I don't think that you were coming from that standpoint.
Exactly.
I think,
So that was Curtis King saying, "Oh, you're the crackers," blah blah blah.
Yeah, he was, because that quote was like, "You don't know anything about the business. You know, I've been you, but you've never been me." Is the part that I didn't get to play, right? And he was like, "What do you mean? I'm Curtis King." He started, tweaking out. You know what I'm saying? Having a light skin attack, and friggin' they got into it, and he rage quit.
Oh, he left.
He left. He never came back. The Culture United went on for like an hour and change after that. He went home and took his ball and went and chilled.
And how happy were you when you saw that
I was
clip?
ecstatic.
Christmas came early for Friday.
Yes, sir.
Saying Curtis Queen that.
Oh.
There is validity to this, because I compare it to full-time, like, exclusive journalists to former NBA players who became journalists. Right. It's a totally different experience when it comes to understanding the actual industry. So I think Curtis King should just humble himself, be like, you know what? You might know more about the inner workings because you were an artist, but I'm still me. But he got very defensive right away, because it's like you're undermining his whole credibility in a sense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I feel like the audience respects it more when you say, you know what? You're right. I could learn from this. Rather than, like, I feel like a lot of these content creators, they get a certain amount of followers, and then they feel like they know everything under the sun. No one could tell them nothing. You know what I mean? Even if you give them a little criticism, constructive criticism, they want to crash out and rage quit. You know? So
yeah. So that's what's been going on in the world of hip hop.
But what did that have to do? Like, what was that conversation having to do with Drake?
They were arguing about, I think, the lawsuit or something like that. I don't even know exactly what the hell these guys were arguing about. It was related to the whole Drake and the lawsuit thing that he had going on, and I think the Bobby interview.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys watch the whole thing of that?
I did. You know what? We have a whole Drake watch, so we'll bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Let's start the show. All right, I have no comments on the Curtis King thing. I just wanted to bring that to the podcast and make that a clip as well. So.
Curtis Queen, big up yourself.
Friday had no comments, just bare giggles.
I love making content, man. Let's start the show, man. Let's take it back to Atlanta, man. This is music that don't make you want to kill people, bro. Trust me, bro. It's a better time, man. I wish you guys were there, bro.
I was just an idea.
Kill me. Oh man, let's get it started, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most host, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music. Jeez. Oh, yeah. We back at it, man. Episode 611, B3 Studios. We got over here the Turkish Thrill. Jeez. All right. The puncher boy in his mouth if you fuck around. Don't play.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. DJs are in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Sir. DJs are, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Peacefuls are in the building.
Peacefuls are, mature czar.
Buddhists are.
Christians are. We ain't playing that Buddhist-ish. Big three, but shout out Dusty. You know what I'm saying? But we out here.
We out here. And we got over here, you might see him on a Benetton ad. You know the old school Benetton ads? You know what I'm saying? You might see him behind the wheels of steel playing your biggest dance hall hits.
Mud.
All right? The Juby Finder. DJ Natural Wav in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
You already know the vibes.
I feel like I got to pull up a Benetton ad so you can get the reference, man.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. I was gonna.
I thought it was just a real ad he did because he do be in ads.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
There was a dancer artist named Benetton. So
okay, well, how y'all doing, man? How's everything going?
It's been good. I'm not gonna lie. I got recognized in my own building last Monday or Tuesday. I'm getting out of the elevator. I'm gonna go to the gym, and there's like this I would say like maybe like 40-year-old black dude in like a construction uniform, right?
Yeah.
So I get out the elevator. He's like, "Yo, you on the internet?" Right? And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're not on the show." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on a podcast." He's like, "But Friday?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, bro, yo, I'm rocking with you. Oh, say what up to them, blah, blah, blah." And I'm looking at my little fine shit security guard seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, he just gave me so much. Because now the whole lobby's looking because they're like, yo, why is this like black dude like yelling at this white dude? You know what I'm saying? It gave me bare aura. So shout out to that gentleman right there, bro. No, and I realized I feel like a big part of our demographic are like black people in the trades. You know what I'm saying? With like plumbers, construction workers, like
a carpenters, lot of UPS drivers.
Like unionized.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to all our supporters, man. If you see us, definitely say what up, especially if there are women around.
Yeah, no, salute. Before we get into all the pleasantries, let me salute the sponsors, and then we can get into our pleasantries. Big salute to Canna Cans, aka Diamond Club. Canna Cans, or Diamond Club is the carrier of Canna Cans. All right, they got pens, edibles, anything you need. If you want delivery within the GTA same day or delivery across Canada, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's CannaCans_Canada1, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page. That's DiamondClub_Canada 2.0. All right. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop. Get yourself a fat little discount. Little cat hair, you know what I'm saying? Cat hair.
Can't keep the pussy off, right?
You know what I mean? Can't keep all that pussy off my mouth, man.
Hey, yo.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. Reddit.
I'm playing. Actually, I'm not playing. Also, I want to give a big salute to Only Loud. All right. Big salute to Only Loud for my people in Ottawa. They got their own legacy blend, which is fire, and a whole bunch of different blends under their umbrella. If you want same-day delivery in Ottawa, same-day delivery in the GTA, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Only Loud Canada. And you could also find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. All right. Make sure to let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. You know what I'm saying? They might give you a nice little discount. You know what I mean? Other than that, we got to find out what's going on with you. Anything else going on, brother?
Man, just been DJing. I have some interviews coming out this week. I finally got around to editing. Yeah, just been out here, bro. Just stacking up. I'm not gonna lie. I've just been going through the motions, trying to stack up and travel a little bit. In like a month or two. Birthday month is next month.
Okay.
Libra season. You got two Libras on the panel right now. Yo, you're turning 30 as well, right? Yeah. We're both turning 30 next month.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a milestone.
That is a milestone, and it led me to ask, or leads me to ask, what did you do for your 30th birthday? That was such an old head laugh, like back in the day.
Because I've told this on the show before. I got stabbed on my 30th birthday.
What?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
Salute to that shorty.
For real? Were you at a celebration?
I went out with a bang, bro. I freaking went over to the Lank and
what?
Yeah.
Full circle.
Picked up two things over there. Right? I was tricking that night. I didn't give a shit. I'm like,
you're 30, bro.
Yeah, I'm 30. They gave me an offer. I said, I'll give you this. Come back to the crib. Let's go crazy. Brought them back to the crib. These are the times I used to drink. So I got slithery drunk. We went, did everything that we could do. And I woke up in the morning with my ex on top of me with a knife.
Oh, wow.
That's how you woke up?
Yeah.
She came for like a birthday surprise type thing. Like, I want to surprise you on your birthday.
The crib was already empty. The girl and them are gone. I let them have some chach and stuff like that. So there was like some evidence of that on the table and like lipstick on the glasses and all that. So she seen that there was some women in the house and she freaking lost it. And it became an incident. I got like 5 lacerations, ended up losing blood, was in the hospital.
Oh, she was trying to kill you.
Oh, I almost died that day. I almost died on my 30th birthday. Yeah.
The message, she was trying to kill you.
There would have been no We Love Hip Hop. That's crazy.
Yeah. If she hit the wrong jugular or whatever, I would have been out of here, bro.
So your actual 30th birthday was lit. It was the day after where you almost died.
Well, remember, midnight it hits. So you start celebrating from midnight, right?
Okay.
So that whole day was just a wash.
So you spent it in the hospital?
Yeah. And the cop shop.
Oh my goodness. So what do you recommend we do for our 30th birthday?
Go crazy, but be careful. Don't go so crazy where you end up like, I don't remember what happened. Because that's the worst part, right? It's like you want to have your memories, but you actually want to have your memories. So when I was 30, I used to drink a lot. So a lot of my stuff is like, I don't even remember what happened because I was so slithered that night. You know what I'm saying? So get sloshed, but not to the point where it's like, I don't even remember what happened.
Okay.
At least you can retain the memory. You know what I'm saying?
That is a crazy 30th story. And the fact that you went to Lank is even more insane.
Yeah. Good times. But,
you remember that part of the night,
Yeah. It was good times, man. This one used to be able to smoke inside the places and stuff. It was crazy.
Oh, bogeys?
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Natural, what you been up to, man?
Same old, working, DJing, went out last night. Speaking of crazy women, when I was smoking outside, there was this man, I guess his girl was super drunk.
Yeah.
So she was trying to fight everybody that was walking by in the land. So he had to just end up bringing her home type thing. You know?
Damn.
So like, have you guys ever dealt with a situation where like you're out with a girl and then like she's causing problems for you? Like,
yes.
I feel like that's like it's like a universal experience for
It's like
all
a rite
men.
of passage.
You know what I mean?
For me, it's never been like problems where my life is endangered, but it's like embarrassing type of problems where it's like, yo, you're talking too much, or like you're doing too much. Like, chill. You know, you're making a scene.
That's not as bad. I had a shorty one time, like we're in line trying to get pizza after the club or whatever. And then while we're in line, she's trying to like bud mans or whatever. And then like she's paging the mans that she just bud and stuff. Like, oh, my man will deal you. I'm like, no, I ain't dealing with nothing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's the worst, bro. She's setting you up for failure.
No, honestly.
Yo, she's like, yo, my man will deal with you. They look, Natural's in a Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
And those are the ones who will call guys bitch ass nigga and all kind of shit too. You know?
Exactly. That's she's wilding out, but like they understood the situation, so it was
they
cool.
probably looked at you and said, I feel your pain, brother.
No, honestly.
Yo, men have this like universal like understanding / respect where it's like, yo, you see your girl wild and they're like, yo, bro, I know what you're going through. You know, we have all gone through that. But yo, women should not do that, bro. Like, I don't know. Now I understand why some men just keep the women at the crib, because sometimes you let them out the crib. It's like, yo, you're endangering my life. Like,
yo, how are we trying to get to the Red Pill podcast again, bro? As soon as we get to 3, we turn super Red Pill, bro. This guy said that's why they should stay at home.
No, like I understand. I understand the argument where it's like, yo, you put these girls outside. You know what I'm saying? They're chilling with the mans.
So when you allow them outside the crib, right?
Once you let them read.
Once you're done cooking.
Once you teach them the alphabet. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love my women.
All right, let's get into topics before we get into more trouble, bro.
Once you educate them. No, I'm joking.
This guy just keeps up going on. Okay. Iceman.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
Have you guys got to watch the Drake Iceman 3?
I did.
Okay. So let's get the thoughts.
I started to watch it and then I fell asleep. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like a lot of people did. But I did get back to it.
Right.
You know, and again, I'm gonna always say this. I do appreciate the fact that he's trying to do a rollout. But I just feel like he doesn't understand stream culture. You know what I mean? In the sense of like the type of rollout he's trying to do, I don't think it's like meant for a live stream. But I do appreciate the fact that it seems like he's actually doing it live.
Yeah, he is doing it live.
You know, so I do appreciate that fact.
Yeah.
I judged it differently when Friday told me that it is literally live. So when you see a still shot, they are getting ready to prepare for the next shot in sequence. So it's not like pre-recorded. It's like, and you'll hear the prompts like, all right, action Drake. Okay, we're gonna get you in the car. So it is live.
Yeah.
But I think he should show he should show himself getting ready for the next scene as opposed to just the scene, like a still image.
Yeah.
It's just not for the audience that would consume that type of content. A lot of it was me going like this, 2x, 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 2x. Oh, something happened. 2x, 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 2x. Pinocchio. 2x, 2x. So it's like, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who watched it like that.
A lot of people did, but you see, the thing is, they're sneaking stuff in between those times when you're going 2x, right? There might be a beat that's playing that might end up on Iceman.
The same beat.
He's driving. Yeah, right? But when he's driving, he's playing songs.
Yeah.
So that's how he's able to, and those same songs, they even clip them later on and put them on the Plot Twist YouTube page. So they're kind of like singles, but they're not on DSPs.
Like that's just how I feel. I think that one was on Plot Twist.
Yeah.
He released the Somebody Loves Me Part 2 with Cash Cobain.
That was cool.
That was decent.
Yeah. I would say okay, the parts where he is setting up for other shots, I do agree that he should show the behind the scenes, because that's what like live streaming culture is. Like we see everything, you know what I mean? Like when Kai does his Mafia-thon, pause, but you know, the man be showering on stream, you know what I mean, sleeping on stream. So like for the audience, it's just very boring, but it's just like a still shot of like a dinner plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he said, and I'm saying he said, well, the cat's out the bag. He said it was 18 cameras to do that whole shoot.
He could have just done one of him walking.
No, but think about all of the different types of locations they have to film. They're filming from outside, inside.
It is very
it was elaborate.
It is very intricate.
So imagine live streaming 18 cameras.
But like, broski, just get like a streaming backpack. Cause like, yo, imagine a stream where like it's just like pause, but Drake is just on screen the whole time, you know what I mean? And then like you could see the outfit changes, you could see like preparing for everything. Like I just feel like it's more entertaining rather than like,
and they put some filler in there, it adds filler.
Or even if you don't want to show yourself doing that, just have like something else going on while you're setting up for the next shot.
Yeah. What do y'all think about the music parts? Because people were not as happy with the music as they were in the previous streams. Even like the first stream, because What Did I Miss? That hit, right? But then the second stream, which one? That didn't hit as much as What Did I Miss? And now people are actually complaining. Drake fans are complaining about some of these songs in this last stream. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, I thought the songs were decent. Like, are all of them like #1 hits? No.
Yeah.
It seems like he's kind of surveying the audience to see what they like and what they don't.
Yeah.
But at least he's putting out music, and at least he's rolling it out and putting effort. You're saying 18 cameras, like that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's investing a lot in his own rollout, so I can respect that. I like there was this one scene where he was kind of like rapping as he was driving, and like, you know, like he would like put the beat back and stuff. Like it just felt like very like raw. Like that's like okay, like he's actually trying to piece together a verse. And I think overall, I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it because it's not something that I would watch. But what I realized is that Drake might be the last form of monoculture where when he drops something, everyone has to tune in, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Because now that like the cultural landscape is so spread out between different algorithms, everyone doesn't consume the same thing. But I feel like Drake is kind of that lasting, like
he made appointment.
He's one of the
paradigm.
He's one of the few for sure.
Yeah,
but I would say the way how I reacted to the music, most of the stuff didn't impact me in any way. The part where it seemed like he was about to do like another timestamp record.
Yeah.
I was rocking with that, you know what I mean? And then like he switched the beat.
It's like a South shit.
Yeah, you know, and I do understand he's trying to tap into like the younger market or whatever, but I just feel like that market's not rocking with him right now. Or at least the majority of them aren't rocking with him, you know? And like, okay, yeah, it just wasn't impacting me. The Yeet song was fire, but Yeet part was like way better than Drake's part. It just seemed like Drake was trying to keep up with what Yeet was trying to do, you know?
Do you guys think that the expectations, or not maybe just you guys, but like in general, the fans' expectations are too high? Because I didn't hate any of those songs. I didn't love them, but I wasn't like, this is whack. The way that Kai Cenat reacted to not just the the stream, but he reacted to the songs. Even What's the Dirt? He was like, people are expecting a red button. There was all this talk about a red button. I'm like, what are you guys expecting? Like, what more do you want from Drake? What other chamber do you want him to open?
But if you're the greatest, then we expect the greatest. You know what I mean? Like,
but what does that look like? Like, does it sound like? Is that another God's plan?
I was about to say, yeah, it sounds like God's plan. It sounds like. Okay, I'll tell you what it doesn't sound like. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like anything he's been dropping. You know,
what did I miss was a good song.
And that was all right.
And it's catchy because I hear it in my brain when I'm not listening to the song. So like it's doing what it's supposed to do.
I don't think his music is being suppressed, but I do feel like it is. Okay, side note, Young Thug said that he used bots to get Gunna to number one.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like every artist has benefited from, I guess, being like upholstered, you know?
Yeah.
So I do feel like God's plan had that, you know, they kind of put it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like because the label isn't putting his tracks everywhere, it's not having the same impact.
It's not being programmed into your brain because like, I
Literally.
feel like Drake is not giving us anything different than he's given us before. Sometimes people say the level of his musicality has gone down over the years, and I can get that. Maybe he's not as lyrical. Hip hop is not as lyrical, but like he's still making hit-worthy stuff as far as like what Drake makes. He's not making something different.
Yeah, I actually, Lizzo commented on this. She said like there was no song of the summer because the algorithm is just in shambles. Like anyone who drops an album right now, the algorithm is not going to push it the way we're used to having it fed to us. You know what I'm saying? So right now, that is a good thing for like local artists because you can go viral and have like your own hit more than like a label artist who like put out hundreds of thousands of dollars into an album that the algorithm's not even going to push. So it could be the algorithm just not pushing it or the label's not pushing it.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
the music sucks.
No, because Michael Jackson, every single Michael Jackson song wasn't a number one. Like Michael Jackson probably has more misses than he has hits, but like his misses are still Michael Jackson. So I feel like even with Drake, like his misses are still Drake, but it's not going to be like a One Dance or like Headlines or like, you know?
But even when you listen to those songs and you listen to these, like, okay, One Dance compared to which one?
Yeah, One Dance is the way better song.
Of course.
Way
You know what
better
I mean?
produced, more stuff, elements in the song.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
And I was responding to your algorithm point where like, I don't think the algorithm has to push your song for it to be a good song. You know what I mean? Like, I think there are genuinely good songs that like people just actually like make go viral because they rock with the song. You know what I mean?
There is like organic cultural impact, but I don't think we can understate the role of the algorithm or even prior to the algorithm, the entire infrastructure in influencing us to believe this is a hit. And it's more subtle. It's like, you know, it's pushed in your faces. Maybe like the artist is perceived a certain way, or you see them on talk shows like back in the day before
it's
like
played in the mall all the time.
Yeah, and then everyone's gonna like be like, oh, I like that song, and they convince themselves they like it, but it was because of the entire push.
Yeah.
Yo, Drake, just use the bots, dog.
I don't know if it's just bots, but it's like also the media, or not media, the industry tricks, because all that stuff that Zara was just talking about, that's not bots. That's just
but it's the
pushing
same,
your shit.
It's the same, like, it's the same idea. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because even Act did like some post or whatever when we were talking about the Young Thug thing, and then someone's like, oh, so Drake was right about the bots. And then I commented, oh, Drake was using bots too. Then literally like 1,000 people replied to me like, oh, Drake would never use bots, blah, 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 this, that. But I'm saying like even back in the day when labels would buy albums for their artists,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all these tactics are used to kind of boost their perception. And then once it hits a certain level, and then people will take it to the next level, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not lasting. Go ahead.
Yeah. And you see the thing is with the bots thing, there's the bots. You can say, oh, I don't like the fact that these guys are using bots. But everybody in the industry, including Drake, has benefited from payola in some kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's hitting the mixtape DJ with some money or, you know, just some perks. Like, yo, I can get you into this and all of that and whatever. Just play my songs a little bit more. It's all forms of payola.
I have another question for you, because I'm not saying that Drake doesn't write his songs. Drake obviously is like one of the greatest writers of our time.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think he's like writing it 100% himself now? Like, I feel like before he would probably get inspiration for a hook. You know what I mean? He would probably, because even back in the day, like it was like accepted for artists to go to certain producers to get a hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel like maybe now Drake is trying to do it just 100% himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because there's songs that are recent that they're are quoted or cited that they're said was written by Lil Yachty. So
well, like Jumbotron. I mean, like post 100 gigs. I mean, like everything is dropping like right now.
I don't think he's 100% doing it all himself. I think he's taking ideas from other places, especially for like the younger sounding stuff, like the Yeet stuff and all that. I still think he'll take an idea, a couple bars here and there. But you're saying you feel that he's doing it by himself and that's the problem?
Yeah, because what he's like 38.
Yeah.
If he is, I'm only speculating here. But if he is doing it himself, like a 38-year-old brain trying to tap into like, like what's lit right now? You know what I mean? Like what's fire? Like what can I say? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, you're not wrong, fam. You need young people around to
and
keep
then
it
that's
fresh.
why Kai's gonna say, "Oh, this is ass," because like
it's coming out of a 38-year-old's mind.
He's like, W's in the chat, they're cooked. Like he's just saying like all the terms.
They start sounding like your parents and shit.
Skibbity.
Drake, don't say skibbity. If we hear skibbity in one bar, yo, bro, somebody take the pen away, bro.
So that's how you know what he's writing his own bars for sure. Like
just using YN terms all wrong.
You know when you say his patois is just like keyword patois? Like, it would be like keyword youngin phrases.
Honestly.
So are you saying that his hit records were probably assisted by songwriting, whereas his songs that are released recently maybe not?
Literally, his hit records were all like inspired by, written by. One Dance is literally like one of those UK like house Afro.
Yeah, I think it was already a song.
Yeah, it was already like a top song in like the early 2000s or whatever. Hold On, We're Going Home.
Midget Jordan
wrote that. You know what I mean?
It was it was their song, and he just jumped on it. And it became his song.
Freaking Hotline Bling was inspired by drums.
Drums, yeah.
You know what I mean? What other number ones did he have?
Shoot.
Way Too Sexy, I guess. But that was just uninspired.
Hated that song.
I don't know why everyone hated that song. I liked it.
A lot of people did, man. It was just the Right Said Fred original was cheesy to me, and I'm like, you can't remake something cheesy and make it good to me.
I do like the original though, but I would say the song just seemed very manufactured, you know?
Yeah,
we need a pop hit. Like
yes.
I'm too sexy for it.
Yeah, and in a way it came into that album that didn't have anything like that. It just like it was off-putting, bro. It was like, why is this sound coming in all of a sudden?
And do you guys think that was a organic number one?
What's Too Sexy?
Yeah.
So what? Too Sexy was with Future and Young Thug on it.
Yeah.
So that's gonna help push the song. I don't know if it was completely organic. I'm sure that they had maybe not bots, but like industry tricks.
I don't even think anything is organic when it comes to like Billboard at this point. Like I think everyone, every label, every artist, they have to invest like hundreds of thousands of dollars into manufacturing a number one.
Yes.
It might go number one after you do that, but between the bots, influencers, maybe radio people, whatever.
Phone-ins. People still call into radio stations. Yo, I want to hear this.
People
pay people to do that.
Nicki Minaj was complaining when Travis Scott went number one over her because he did the Mud Don't Ting.
Yeah.
6ix9ine was complaining when he lost the number one spot because, was it Ariana Grande or Justin Bieber? One of them. Kind of like they did their finesse.
They're all doing it too. It's just that they're not rappers and battles and stuff like that, so ain't nobody watching them. And Taylor Swift, all of them.
She sells 1 million records each time because she does like vinyls for the same record, but she'll do like a red version, pink version, blue version.
Yeah.
And her fans will buy like 5 versions of the same record, bro.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's also some media or industry manipulation at the same time too.
Definitely.
Not just the fans just wanted to buy everything she has. I'm sure there's some boosting over here and, you know, just to make it even look better. Like, so,
and sometimes they'll just buy their own stuff and then just do free giveaways.
Yes, that's low-key not cheating, but cheating.
So can you argue that, let's just assume that the majority of major artists are paying for bots or views or whatever. Is the real like status or criteria to say who's a real big artist right now is how much tickets they can sell to a concert?
Basically, if you're doing a stadium, arena, theater,
that could be manipulated as well. Because if you have enough bread, you could do the same giveaway thing. Like let's say you want to. Okay, I'll make it even local. You want to sell out 1,000-person venue, but you can only get off like 600 tickets. yo, the last 400, just give those away. You know what I mean? You probably already made your bread from the 600 tickets.
Yes. It only works though if you can sell 600 tickets.
No, exactly.
Because then at least, okay, people wanted to go and you just didn't fill up the place, so we can at least give it to 400 people and they'll go.
Exactly.
But if you're like not popping, you can give away a bunch of tickets and the place will still be empty.
So wait, how many people at the Kendrick Lamar concert do you feel like we're giving free tickets, or do you feel like every single person bought those tickets?
No.
I would say, what was it, like 40,000, 30,000 people?
Yeah.
I'd say maybe like 20,000 people bought.
No.
You don't think half?
You think less?
You think?
I'm only thinking that the only thing that was given away was radio show stuff.
Also, you think more than half of people bought their stuff?
Yeah, I feel like if anything, let's say what, 40,000 people you said? Maybe 4,000 people got free tickets.
Also, yeah, they probably, and also they went through like Live Nation. And
Yeah.
So Live Nation makes sure that they make their money. And
Like, because gotta think about, okay, 40,000, 4,000 tickets is a lot of tickets, right? You know, allocate them to a few different radio stations. We don't have a limited amount of places that you can allocate them to in the city for radio shows. Give out 10 tickets or whatever, and, you know, 2 tickets every hour to the Kendrick Lamar concert and whatever they do on the radio show. That's 4,000. You could even push it to, I won't say 10,000 because that's just not good business, but maybe 5,000.
And I will say
right.
there are probably like corporations or rich groups or even scalpers that will reserve like thousands immediately when it's announced.
Yeah.
So, and whether or not those tickets are sold, it's like a third party thing at that point.
Yeah,
you know?
and they get sold too. It's depending if it's Kendrick Lamar. The scalpers probably caked up too.
Or they're giving away, like, you have some dude at like Deloitte who's like, hey, give this to your kids. You know what I'm saying here? Like 4 seats to Kendrick. And like that happens a lot. It's even with Raptors games and stuff.
So take that into account. It's not going to be out of 40,000, 10,000 because that's just not good business. But maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
Either way, they made their money. Whether people are, you know, at the actual concert sitting down or not, it doesn't matter. It's like we sold the tickets. You know, like,
But listen, man, salute to Iceman. Drake.
Don't start calling him Iceman.
Was there anything else in the stream that like stood out?
I like the Italian kind of theme. I've always enjoyed how like Drake interacts with Italian culture. And even when they went to that underground club in Italy in Iceman 3, it was interesting to see that, like, I feel like because Italians are notoriously racist, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the new generation is kind of like lessening.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more like mixed kids or even just like straight up like African immigrants and stuff. And I feel like we're kind of seeing them transition into more urban culture. I mean, perhaps some of them still maintain like those older racist values, but it was like, oh wow, like they probably do be underground jamming to like rage music and like American trap music and stuff instead of like EDM or like more European style music.
And the little scene there in that like little club there, not club, that little like coffee shop, right?
The cafe / bocce. What is that? What is that sport called?
Whatever the one when there was just 3 men in the place, and then the one guy gave him the card and walked away. Like apparently that's like some big Italian rapper.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was like an Easter egg.
Because I thought that at first I'm like, is that Bad Bunny? But I'm like, that's not Bad Bunny.
No,
you know?
The Twitter investigators found out that he's supposed to be some huge Italian rapper out there. Like he's like the Drake for Italy.
Yeah. Have you guys ever listened to like Italian drill?
No.
It's like in Italy, whatever. Like it's like they go crazy still.
And also Sophia Richie. She's in the video.
She was the girl?
Yes.
She was the girl in that room smoking a cigarette, watching old Drake
Lucian
clips.
Grange's daughter-in-law.
Damn. I was like, who is that pretty little Italian girl? I thought she was just like some random Italian girl.
Yeah, and he had also posted a picture of her months before, and everybody was like, why is he posting Lucian Grange's daughter-in-law? And then now she's in Iceman 3 in the video, just chilling in the room waiting for him.
I'd be cheesed.
Right? And that scene with all of those people in the room, right? There's 20 people in that room.
In the opera house or whatever?
Yes. So 20v1.
The Pinocchio imagery is super creepy to me. Like when I was watching it, like it was making me feel super uneasy and stuff.
What do y'all think about they drew Legacy on the table and then the waiter came and put the ice on it? What did that mean?
They're trying to drown my legacy or whatever. Like I felt like it was like that was the most like obvious, I guess, symbolism. But I also think Pinocchio is an Italian story originally. So maybe the entire theme of it was like centered around Pinocchio because Pinocchio was chilling in the ice room.
Yeah.
He was chilling in the opera house. He was chilling by like the whatever fortress or whatever. They were all chilling together. I don't know.
And then they started going in circles and running in circles in all the locations. The one was running around the outside of the place. The other one was inside of the room running around the man sitting in the chair. It's a lot of symbolism.
But who's the director who is like, we're going to put the for Pinocchio because a Pinocchio mean a liar. And these guys, they liar. And he's like, yeah. Like, yo, we need a bunch of Pinocchios. Like, yo,
I feel like they should have looked more to the story though, because wasn't Pinocchio trying to stop the old man that was bringing little boys to his island?
What story is that?
I swear that's a Pinocchio story. The pirate youth. I don't know.
Are you getting it mixed up with Alice? Not Alice in Wonderland. Nah, yeah, I think you're like Captain Hook. I think you're thinking about that story.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, oh man, if that's the case, like,
or the Pied Piper.
So what is the Pinocchio story?
The kid wanted to be a boy, like a real boy, like basically Geppetto, the toy maker. He created Pinocchio, and Pinocchio came alive due to magic, right? But his only will, and anytime that he lied, his nose would grow, right? And his only true will was to be a real boy. And then somewhere near the end of the movie, I watched it as a cartoon, he becomes a real boy.
So is Kendrick going to become a real boy?
No, maybe he's trying to say Kendrick is trying to become the boy.
The boy. The only thing he always wanted to be is a real boy. So the only thing this Pinocchio ever wanted to be is the boy.
And
I think we figured it out.
I think we did.
Holy shit, man. Yo, man, what's the dirt?
That's the red button.
Who else is out there? What's the dirt? Who else out there? All those guys who do the videos. So we got it, man.
We're going to use this clip. What's the dirt's going to break this down, eh?
Yeah. I think we figured it out before him.
You know those like prop guns when like you shoot it and it just says like bang? Like those like prank guns or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Drake's red button was. Like you just pressed it and then like it just like farts or something.
I'm over this red button thing, man. Before we close this, because everybody kept on posting, oh, the red button's happening. The red button's happening. He never said anything about dropping an album. But this is the red button. Where's everybody getting this?
What's the dirt said that he had like some inside scoop or whatever that like told him that, oh yeah, this one is gonna be the one.
He was told wrong.
Say they misdirected him.
Yeah, he was told wrong. He was not going to drop anything. I
feel like that expectation kind of sullied the stream as well.
Yes, yes. Everybody, I seen posts of this red button. Oh, it's happening tonight. I even started thinking like when I'm hearing the songs in the stream, is it dropping tonight? But I hit him up, fam, and he's not dropping. He's not dropping anytime soon.
So, what do y'all think of this theory that's going around that he kind of baited UMG? And that's why they dropped Justin Bieber's album, because they thought that he was going to drop his full project.
That's possible, but I don't think it's plausible, man.
It's like, okay, and then what?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys dropped a second Justin Bieber project.
He has no album.
No, it's kind of like they were trying to drop an album in order to combat his drop.
You don't think they have any other albums they could drop? They have a Taylor Swift just waiting for like,
and they know who
on reserve.
They know if he's gonna drop or not. He can't surprise drop on them, bro. They still have to clear stuff. All types of stuff has to happen before he drops an album. You could drop a single and you can pull it back or whatever, but an album, there's a lot more red tape before you drop an album. The man's on tour. He ain't dropping no album probably y'all ain't probably seeing an album for another couple months.
I just go on easy, like Zara said.
Go on easy. But salute to Drizzy Drake, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing.
Salute Pinocchio's story.
Right?
Yeah.
Wearing all those hot-ass costumes. Can we talk about Vlad and Top 5 for a second?
Ran off on the plug twice.
Oh, man. So here's a clip from Six Trench from the academic stream. WAC 100 exposed to academics that Vlad paid Top 5 some money for an interview and it never happened.
And I did ask him about that Canadian dude, because Lil Birdie told me he ran off with the bag. So I asked Vlad what happened.
Which
His eyes
Canadian dude?
got big, but he answered the question. The Canadian dude up there, your little friend, little thief, ran off with the bag, left the homie hanging. Little thief.
You talking Top 5?
That's a fact. He like, how the hell did you know that? Don't worry about it. Little Birdie told me you sent it, and he was a no-show and ran off with the bag. And I got glad to open up and talk about it. You will see it when it come out. That's a fact.
Really?
Yeah, ran off with the bag, stopped answering the phone. Cold nigga. Left our brother Vlad in the snow, my nigga. Crazy.
Oh, I had no idea.
Real fuck nigga. Yeah, real fuck nigga. All right, well, do you any questions?
Gentlemen, distinguished panel, what are your thoughts?
Okay, firstly, until it's confirmed by Vlad, I'm gonna take this as like an allegation. I'm not gonna necessarily like believe it to be true. If it is true, I do not like that, bro. Like at all. Like, and I've seen some people commenting like, "Oh well, Vlad is FBI anyways. I rate Top 5 for running off on him." But you know me, I'm big on professionalism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I do interviews. I've paid people to do interviews before. So I look at it from that perspective. You're also our ambassador in some ways to the rest of the world. You're a representation not only of yourself, but like of the city of Toronto.
Facts.
So like you're kind of making us look bad. You're kind of, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because like everyone knows someone or knows someone that knows someone, especially in like the artist type of field, that Top 5 has ran off on features or beats or these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's true. I know someone personally who like paid Top 5 for a feature and just never got it.
The boy podding. No, you ain't speaking. You're not.
It's not a surprise to us. We're here. We're in Toronto. We're like, we're looking at Vlad like, come on, bro. Like, you should have paid him when he got there.
No, it's just I haven't heard somebody bring that up in a while, but it gets brought up.
Everyone knows it, bro. Everyone knows it. And it's just like, my whole thing is this, bro. If it is true, right? Like, I'm going to look at it from like a moral perspective. And maybe sometimes my morality can hold me back from certain opportunities, like running off on honest work. At the end of the day, I believe in honest work. So it's like, if someone's paying you for an interview, it's just 2 hours, do it. It'll be a good look for you. Maybe he doesn't want to answer questions. Maybe he's just trying to do it the easy, sleazy way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like you're professing like, oh, I'm this Muslim, Islam, all this stuff. And it's like, that's not what Islam teaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're given all these opportunities by God to put yourself in a better position. And then
brought God into this.
No, man, he's cooking, bro. Keep cooking.
I'm only bringing it up because he is like vocally a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that is not Muslim conduct.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, you're totally right. And what you were saying before about maybe you're not like the type that, you know, you'll fuck up an or mess up your opportunity to run off on a plug or whatever, or run up with the money. That's not messing up an opportunity. Running off is messing up the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I got some bread, you know, some free bread, and I didn't even have to do nothing. I just had to, you know, finesse them, and I ran off with the bread. But if you just put in the little 2 hours, that would have actually been more beneficial. Yes, you got the bread, you did the 2 hours, and those 2 hours lead you to more bread because of the reach that the interview is going to get. You know what I'm saying? So they're not even thinking long term. It's like, oh, I made some money now, but you could have made more money in the future doing the actual interview.
But like, Maz can still do the interview. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't died, broski. I'm still out here. Like,
I'm gonna just do it later.
I forgot. You know what I mean? We were supposed to do it that day.
Yeah,
I got you back.
That's
not sliding. That's not working.
If I'm Vlad, I don't know if the door's open anymore. Now I'm like, bro, I might sue you. I want my money.
I feel like we need more details because, like, you know what I mean? What if it was before Top went to the bin?
No, it was after he came out.
This is after he got stabbed, because I think Adam 22 had even mentioned that.
Yes.
But that's why we're presuming this is true information given by WAC 100.
Okay, but if it was after Broski, that was so recent, like, I'm gonna still do the interview, broski. Just give me some time, fam.
But at least communicate that. Don't just run off on him and then like stop answering him. Like, you know?
Okay, just because I'm not answering you right now, that doesn't mean I stopped answering you. I'm gonna get back to you, bro.
Well,
no, like you could be technical about it, but you know, from like a professional business conduct, like if I give you $7,000 and then like I don't hear from you and I'm like, hey, like, what, are you still coming like to do the interview on Tuesday? No response. It's Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. Wednesday, hey, bro, what's up? No response, no response, no response, no response, no response. That's just not good etiquette. In my opinion, maybe some people think that's good etiquette and more power to them. But for me, like as someone who has business dealings with people, you know, you work with people, like it's just better to communicate. And maybe he should have a manager to deal with this. Maybe Vlad shouldn't even be dealing with Top 5 directly. Maybe he should be dealing with an agent or a manager to actually make sure that this type of stuff doesn't happen. But it's also like, you're giving him an opportunity to be on your platform too. Like it would be beneficial for 5 to be on Vlad.
For free. To be honest,
you're getting paid.
You're getting paid. You know
I was trying to shoot him some bills, though.
No, I was just like, bro, I know you don't even believe, like, you're just being devil's advocate.
He's being sarcastic or whatever. Because I know Natural wouldn't move that way. You know what I'm saying? But like, it makes it harder for other people in the future because like, if Vlad feels like he got burnt by this one Toronto rapper, he might be like, I ain't messing with none of you guys.
Well, and it's almost like we gotta salute Casper and Pressa, who have done interviews with Vlad, because I guess they actually followed through with their word, and
they probably didn't even get paid.
I feel like I feel like Wack jumped the gun by saying this though, because in my opinion, I think it's too soon to say he ran off.
Yes.
I agree. And by the way, this is all presuming that he ran off. So if he didn't run off, then disregard anything I said.
Yeah, and also keep in mind WAC 100, the WAC 100 factor, because WAC 100 has an agenda. So he might be like just trying to make this guy look worse, right? So it might not even be true.
But even though WAC 100 does have an agenda, he was right in a sense about the USB.
He'd be right about a lot of shit.
So it's kind of like
USB. What we elaborate?
So he had this whole USB that had like.
Oh, I remember he said, "Oh, I have the USB that will end whatever, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Did we figure out what was on the USB?
Friday is literally on the USB.
Yeah. We broke what was on the USB.
He's on the USB.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing that Wack and Ak did that involved Friday, that was the USB thing?
That was part of the USB thing.
Okay, we don't have to bring that back up.
Yeah, we're not going to bring that up.
My bad.
We don't have to rehash those wounds. That trauma.
But I think what Wack is trying to do, because even Wack is like, our brother Vlad, you know? And I was just like, okay, so what Wack is trying to do is I think he's trying to further divide us and them, where it's like, look how these guys are behaving when we allow them in our spaces. You know, Vlad is still a credible journalist. Even though he's white, it's still like, I guess, hip-hop media to an extent.
Yeah.
And Top 5 is on the radar now. Like, most people in America, if you ask them about Toronto, they'll say Drake, but like, I feel like a lot of them know who Top 5 is just for the antics and the Kanye West affiliation, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just feel like it's not a good look for the city. It's not a good look for him personally. And hopefully this is not true.
Yeah.
I don't think it affects how they look at the city though, because I feel like Top 5 is seen as like a 6ix9ine-esque character where like, I don't feel like people look at 6ix9ine and be like, oh yeah, New York is so lame type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they look at 6ix9ine as just like a character from New York, but not a representation of New York.
Yeah.
And I feel like people look at Top 5 the same way, you know?
Yeah.
No, I feel like because New York has produced like a legacy of artists and hip hop culture, they don't even affiliate 6ix9ine with New York. But with Toronto, because it's still relatively novel in like a hip hop sense, Drake, Tory Lanez, maybe they'll say The Weeknd, even though he's not a rapper. Like Top 5 is probably like within their like initial perceptions of Toronto.
Yes, but at the same time, those examples that you gave before are all done great business. So those are the examples that they have. This is just the one bad example that they have so far.
Yeah, and even then, like they probably will always just disregard us as soft Canadians, like yelling on it type. So even with Top 5, who everyone was coining Drake shooter, you know, like it just doesn't help his cause or
but
our
people
cause.
were coining him Drake shooter to kind of like, I don't want to say roast Drake, but to be like, and this is no diss. But like, yo, your shooter is like some skinny, like, is he Somalian?
Yeah.
Oh, some skinny Somalian, you know what I mean? Like, your shooter doesn't look like a real shooter. You know,
No, that's exactly why they do
which
it.
is kind of crazy because like a lot of people come from these countries where like they do actually be shooting from young ages.
From when they're like 9.
Literally. Literally. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I don't know who to salute in this situation right here because it's not a salutable thing for Top 5 right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a despicable move. You know what I'm saying? if I talk to him on the phone anytime soon, I'll tell him the same thing. It's just despicable, bro. You can't be doing that to people, fam.
Yeah, you're speaking from experience because you got burned a couple times.
Yeah, but I didn't pay.
Yeah, but like,
right? And I told him to do Vlad interview. I told him like 3 times, when are you going on there, bro? And now like we're hearing this, like, fam, you should have done the interview.
Do you feel like because of how he was like brought up, like maybe like scamming is just like, it's almost like, I don't want to say instinctual, but like that's his first mode of thought where it's like, how can I finesse? How can I finesse? As opposed to, how can I do honest work? You know,
it's a lot of mans out here who have that kind. It's a Toronto man. Toronto has a finessing thing. It's the city of finessing and koaling, bro.
I do think also a lot of Toronto creators are lazy because on a smaller scale, I know some creators that would get brand deals and then like they just wouldn't get around to doing the brand deal.
I've seen this from here,
you know, and it's just like, bro, like that's literally like a relationship you could build and scale up type thing, but like mans just don't want to put in the work.
Saji had a Fashion Nova deal and she fucked it off.
No way.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
I don't know what's more shocking, that she ran off on it or that Fashion Nova gave her a deal.
She didn't run off on it. She just didn't fulfill the duties. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes to what Natural's saying. Like, yo, you have an opportunity. It's easy. Just go on, do the 2 things. And they're like, meh.
Saji duties must be crazy though. Hiroshima level, bro.
What were the duties?
I don't want to think about her duties. But yeah, man. Salute to Vlad. I'll give Vlad the salute on this. Right? Let's get off of this story here. I want to talk about this Moula first story.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
But I'm glad that we have DJ Czar here because he was in the mix. Yo, Natural, I don't know. I didn't see you in the live the other day, but Czar was in the mix, bro.
I was on Icy Springer.
Oh, word it.
I was.
So to give you guys some context, the Moula first incident went down where he wrote a letter to his daughter. He put it up on the gram, and then his baby mom popped out the woodwork and was like, I don't want to hear no letter to your daughter. Go feed your kid. You're a deadbeat. And the whole lore came from there, right? Pretty Savage, who's Moula's, I guess, current thing, she jumped in and started going back and forth with the baby moms, and it became a thing, bro. And then I seen Czar on the internet, like, yo, so this is what I think. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man, because this is like family business, but it's family business that everybody knows about now.
Eliza, break it down.
Okay. Well, first off, big up Icy. I was speaking to this like as an outsider, obviously, and I'm just seeing the information that was put out there, right? And I think this speaks to what you were saying about Toronto rappers picking baby mothers that may become problematic.
Yes.
So it did seem like this girl, You Love Honey, who is Moula's BM, she's not really like a cloudy type of girl, you know what I'm saying? But she did reveal that she had previously like kind of talked to Young Lava.
Young Lava, yeah.
Who was like Moula's boy and stuff. And
First
was it
red
Pyrex or Moula?
It was Young Lava.
Okay.
And that's red flag number 1 to me.
Yeah.
This was before they got together?
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
whatever. That's fine. And essentially, so you're asking me what I think, like how to break down the situation. I don't know.
Also, what happened was Icy had a long Instagram live with the Honey Girl.
Yes.
Right? And she broke down everything. She was saying that the man's jewelry is fake. He put like this chain that like you see him wearing in like a lot of music videos and stuff. He adorned the chain around her neck and it's like, you're my girl now. And then she found out later the chain is fake. Like just bare like exposing mad of Moula shit. I guess the question I have is, can Moula bounce back from all of this? Jail, getting into the assault with Shorty, who's still holding him down essentially, and now baby mama just airing all his business out.
What do you say bounce back? Like what is it? Pause. What is he like? forwarding back to. You know what I mean? I don't think it was that like some super like
well,
you know what I mean?
No,
Like
he was Wendy's final boss.
oh yeah.
So can he get back to that? Like
no, okay, but what could I say? Like, because he has his fan base, and I'm sure some of his fan base is now like, because his core fans are very loyal. They're probably looking at him kind of funny, so he's probably losing people out of his actual core fan base too. How do you at least get them back? Because he wasn't like the most popular Toronto rapper out of them, but at least keep his fan base where they were before.
he has to win the lawsuit that he has against the Toronto police. If he wins that, which I think he's accusing them of, defaming.
I think that would take him to a higher level.
Yeah. And it's a $1 million, like 1 point something $1 million lawsuit.
Yeah.
Even if they settle for like 400, 300, 200, 100, it's just like that's a big come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the thing he has to do, in my opinion, is kind of own up to his mistakes. But I think, and Honey was explaining this, that like as his character developed, his online persona, it kind of ingratiated itself into like his personality almost. So like he became the over-exaggerated character.
Interesting.
I was about to say, do you think his fan base, because as I'm hearing these stories as a casual, like it didn't really change my perception of him. Like I always seen him as like the wild card. So when some wild shit comes out, it's like, okay, like that's just like some Moula shit, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like there's this, and I think Icy is kind of leading the charge in calling out quote unquote deadbeats. I feel like there's this just like overall disdain for deadbeat fathers now. Like it's probably always been there, but like
that's cap, bro. Man, them bump Future every day. Man, them like, but people do pick and choose. So I feel like
on a local level, though, it's kind of like, bro, like go feed your kid. Like it's more like that. Like with Future, it's like, he's rich. So even if he's a deadbeat, like there's probably some sort of like financial like transactions there.
I do hear you as far as like what it looks like in the chat. Like, oh, he's a deadbeat. We don't support deadbeats. But besides the Future, a lot of those people in the chat ain't no better, and they probably do support some kind of deadbeat, and their boyfriend's a deadbeat, their girlfriend, whatever. They're just saying it because it sounds good, but sales don't really equate to that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like virtue signaling. It's like
literally virtue signaling.
And he called out 100 watts for that right after.
Yeah.
So the letter to his daughter, like what was in the letter?
Like you'll understand one day type of thing.
Your mother's keeping me away from you.
Because a lot of the times that is the situation, you know?
Yes, but her whole thing was, why are you putting this letter up online? Just send a letter to your daughter and go on easy. I'm gonna make that the last name of that episode. Go on easy. Right?
Okay, so did he like say what effort he tried to put forth to see his youth, or is he actually just a deadbeat?
I don't know. We don't know. We're just hearing from what she's saying. He's saying nothing. And I do hear what she's saying about like, yo, is the letter for her or is it for us in social media land to be able to consume?
Yeah, she called him a clout junkie, which I've never heard as a term.
That's crazy.
But what she was saying, even when he got arrested for allegedly assaulting Pretty Savage, she paid for the bail.
Yeah.
And then he went back to her. And this is while this girl's pregnant. While this girl's pregnant. I mean, Natural thinks it's a dub.
No, it's. I hear what Natural's saying though. Don't get me wrong. Don't even take it back. It's W if you're just a guy who just does whatever. You might be a roadman or whatever. If you're a public figure, it's not a W because if they expose you, they're exposing a public figure.
I just think the aspect of her being pregnant is just like, I know like whatever, they weren't together, maybe had another girl, whatever, but like a pregnant woman bailed you out and like instead of kind of being there for her.
No, it's trash.
Yeah.
But you can get away with trash if nobody knows you.
Okay, the girl that bailed him out, were they together at the time?
No, but she was like breeding for him.
But they're not together.
They were not together.
So then I'm going back with my girl. Okay, yeah, you're pregnant for me, yes. I'm still gonna be there for you and stuff, but like,
you're not my girl.
Okay, because you bailed me out. Don't know. I appreciate that. I'm getting your money back. But I'm going back to my shots.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. But if she wants to decide something's wrong with it, because you're DJ Natural public figure, she could make it an issue. And now the public of the court of public opinion has to decide what they think about it. But like, if you're nobody, you could do all of that shit, bro.
But Natural, like, he just said, yo, that was sick. You know, I'm sure a lot of people were like, yo, he's a guy for that. What are you talking about? Like
that too.
So it could help his image, especially if his image is built on like being this chaotic.
I was about to say for Moula first, I don't think bad publicity is actually bad publicity. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and they're not like sixes.
You know what I mean? Like when I see the Shanties arguing over this guy, I'm like, yo, no, I gotta start yelling on camera too.
No, I see.
Yeah, bro.
No, both of them are like very pretty.
They're
So
very,
big up.
very attractive women.
Yo, maybe we should start wearing fake shades too.
Yeah,
start donning some of these shots.
Yeah, he's not picking up no trash, fam. He's doing okay.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, he was on an upward trajectory. He's doing all these entrepreneurial things.
Yeah,
and I think he has it in him to do like something positive and like something great.
Yeah.
And we all have our own demons that we fight. We're all sinners at the end of the day. People sin differently. So I think as long as he's able to showcase his like rehabilitation or like acknowledge the accountability, I think he will maintain or retain his core fan base. And now it's just a matter of, are you making good content? Are you making good music?
Or give us one hit and all people will forget all that shit. But yeah, I salute to Moula first. Salute to his baby moms too. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like anytime we talk about a baby mother on the show, I get a DM. So
it's very sensitive, I realize. And it's like I'm kind of like, whenever I see, because I see like breaks down bare like baby mama drama.
Yes.
It's like I think a big part of the channel now. So I'm like, damn, I'm kind of happy like I don't have like a BMs.
Do women not realize that like whenever they call out their baby dad or whatever, like it looks worse on them because like you chose this nigga?
Yeah.
You're clouding them up too.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, he did this to me, he did that to me, he did it. I'm like, he got it off.
You got it off.
You know what I mean? Like,
and girls are like, he can't even send $100. Like, yo, he's a guy. It's backwards, but like that is how a lot of people look into it. But when you look at the chat, a lot of people were like, yo, this is trash, whatever. So I think a lot of people, as you know, people have sisters, people have cousins, people have daughters, whatever. So it's like no one wants their close like female relative to be in a situation with a guy that is treating them like that, right? Like,
Well, yeah, man. So y'all just figure it out, man. Get your keep us out the group chat. That's what y'all need to do, man. What do y'all think about this Young Thug interview that dropped last night? Right now, while people are watching this, we didn't get a chance to, or while we're filming this, we're not gonna get a chance to see him do the Aiden Ross stream. But that interview that he did last night on the Big Facts podcast, that was a lot, man. I think it was like 3 hours long. Did y'all see any of that?
I seen like the first half. I didn't get to finish it, unfortunately, because like busy weekend.
Yeah.
But I do see his side. You know what I mean? But the only criticism I have of Thug is he's always like, oh, you gotta step in my shoes, man. You gotta see my perspective. You gotta step in my shoes, man.
Yeah.
But then he never ever wants to go in anybody else's shoes and see from their perspective. He's like, oh, my brother did what he had to do because my mother was crying and all this next stuff. But then he wouldn't give that same like leniency or that same grace
to Gunna.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He also mentioned that Gunna didn't really even look out for any of them when he first came home. He was just selfish, looking out for himself. He didn't, he didn't have to say that YSL was a gang, and like he chose to do that. Like he went on a shit fest on Gunna yesterday. He said a lot.
I do understand, like, okay, imagine you take somebody from the worst circumstance, you invest millions, literal millions into them.
Yeah.
You turn them into a superstar. And then I couldn't imagine the feeling of like just seeing them testify against, seeing them do anything against me. You know what I mean? So I do understand why he would be hurt and heartbroken.
Yeah.
And I do feel like people are giving him grace in that sense of like men do get hurt, you know what I mean? And so like, but I do feel like the internet is just trying to cook him for the hypocrisy.
Yes. And he did say a lot on them phone calls. Like, I'm still not comfortable with that, man. Like, he said, like, I was bored. I didn't know I was going to be coming home. So that's why you're hearing all them calls. But, like, bro, you were acting like a real chatty patty. Glorilla's ugly. Drake's stupid. Kendrick's a dummy for not making songs. I'm like, bro, shut that. Andre 3000 ain't the shit.
Okay,
like,
Friday. I was... Okay, think about all the conversations we have right before we start recording and the conversations we have after we start recording.
Yes.
Imagine if those were recorded and put out into the world.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to imagine that.
Even worse, Zar, when we are on the phone, sometimes pause. We be going crazy. We be going crazy. Imagine if those were recorded and put out.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people are kind of like being hypocrites. Because I feel like everybody gossips, everybody pillow talks, everybody talks ish.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear it from that perspective right there.
So do you guys think that the interview he did helped kind of clear up the misconceptions, or do you feel like people are still kind of set in how they see him?
It's hard to call it, man, because I was watching the chat yesterday to see even what the temperature was, like how many rat emojis were in comparison to like heart emojis, or yo, he's right. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like 50-50. I might even say like 65, 40, 35
Like
on the
pro
positive
thought.
side.
Yeah.
I think he kind of turned people around. He got emotional. He kind of almost cried or a little bit cried. Like,
The part that got me is when he said, "Oh, like I paid for your mama crib. I paid
Yeah.
for when your brother got out of jail. I paid for his spot." Like, and I'm realizing all the things that Thug did for not only Gunna but everyone in YSL. I don't know. I felt hurt for Thug and everything that happened. You know what I mean? But Thug does need to take accountability.
I just was about to say that. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he is playing the victim role perfectly. But the only thing he needs to do is take some accountability for he put all these people in these situations to do these crash outs, do these crimes.
Yeah.
So he gave them the opportunity to even flip on him, you know?
Yeah, and he has to take accountability for that phone call, or not the phone call, that interrogation. He still kind of danced around that interrogation thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the grace that he gives himself for that interrogation, he still calls other man's rats for doing the same thing.
Yeah, like they do crime every day. Here's my number. Call me if you need anything else. To me, sounds like ratting. I don't care, no matter how you want to spin it. You know what I'm saying? So yes.
There's a baddie there though.
So what? And there was a man there. So you want the man to call you too? Because that's what they keep on taking out of the thing. And he said in that same interview, "Oh, Gunna was the first to testify."
No,
he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Or the first to take the plea. He wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't.
It was the guy who was supposed to be the CEO of YSL who took the first plea. So I don't know I don't know, man. The accountability is still something I feel he needs to take, but I think he got a W from this.
What about the phone calls though? Because he was talking about Future. He was talking about Drake. Did you hear what he said about Drake?
Yeah, he said he was stupid for the way that he was moving with Metro Boomin.
And he called him Dusty. Or Musty, one of them.
I don't know, bro. I feel
and then
like
Drake gave him $1 million.
He did. I feel like none of these guys like each other in real life. Right? It just sucks, like how you were saying.
I even think Drake giving him $1 million is more of like a PR move type thing.
Yeah, that too. You know
I'm still down with y'all, no matter, you know what I mean? But
he probably feels the same way about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these little stupid mumble mouth ass freaking Atlanta niggas, they don't even know how to talk. Well, what you talking about, Wody, and all that type of bullshit.
It's funny how they think Drake is dumb, because I think Drake definitely looks at Thug and those mans as like idiots. Like.
Yeah, you guys can't even string sentences together. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up.
They don't even communicate clearly.
Well, that's exactly what he said.
That's one thing I do want to say though. In that Bobby Althoff interview, Rosie was talking like some California Valley girl that just got off her res or something.
He code switched a little bit. But for the most part, that's how the man talks, fam.
But then how does he talk about mob ties? How does he talk? Because when he's around certain mans, he's not talking like that. When he's around Popcorn, he does not talk like that.
So you think when he's around Popcorn, he's like, yo, Wagwan Bridging, yo, everything crisp, yo.
He definitely talks about, oh, the kiddies are crazy, right, Foudy? He definitely gets in that. I don't think he's talking how he does. I don't think he addresses Popcorn the same way he does Bobby Althoff.
But doesn't everyone code switch?
I think so.
Not like that, bro.
I don't know.
You will never ever hear me talking like some white thing in university.
Not even if you're trying to smash a white thing from university?
Nah, bro, because I feel like, oh, this is how I am. I could just be myself and get it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear that. Man. I feel like depending on who I'm speaking to, like my level of slang is gonna switch up. Like if I'm speaking to like an older gentleman, I'm doing business with, like, you know, DJing or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be different than how I speak to you guys. You know, so I don't know. I feel like even Ari Spears asked Vlad that like recently. And I don't think you're gonna like speak the exact same way to every single person.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys are moving the goalposts though. Like, changing your accent is different than throwing some slang in when you're talking with your friends.
But I see people do it all the time. Like, you ever see those like Guyanese Trini people that grew up in Toronto? So like they speak like us, but when they're around each other, it's like, yo, there's nothing better than this, you know? Like, and it's just like, bro, you guys aren't even like from there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do that myself with Bajan people. You know what I mean? I start talking with a Bajan accent, and then it's like, you're not even from there. You barely spent any time over there, bro.
That's different though. You have Bajan heritage, right?
Yes.
You know, and they have Guyanese heritage.
Yeah.
Me, I have Jamaican heritage. Like, I will throw in some patois here and there.
Yeah.
But I am not changing my dialects depending on who I'm with.
But how about your word selection, your word choice?
Yeah, but that's different. You guys, you're moving the goalposts, bro.
So you're saying you added too many likes in every sentence? Like. Bro,
I was listening to it. It was sounding crazy. I'm like, who is this nigga?
Put a like count in the corner. Like.
But I think you guys forget that like he is like half Jewish, and I feel like a lot of those white Jewish people in Toronto will speak like that.
Drake talks like that, bro. The conversations I've had with him, he talks like that. He's not like, but you know, adds a couple of wagwans or whatever in there. But like, the man doesn't talk any different.
I just feel like he was presenting differently from like 2016 to like 2021, 2022.
You know what Drake that you're remembering is when he was still trying to kind of sound American, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas Drake. You know what I'm saying? And now you're getting how he really sounds, Degrassi Drake. Right, which is okay. You know, he did the new Degrassi thing the other day. They were getting commentary. I saw the trailer. He literally sounded like he sounded in the Bobby Althoff interview. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember that early video when he's like at dinner with his Degrassi friends, and he's talking about Toronto slang or whatever.
Yeah, he was dissing.
He sounded the same way.
It's honestly ignorant.
That's his true self. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think Americans got to see that for so long. So now they're like, who the hell's this?
That clip is so funny. It's like the guys at my school, instead of saying, what are you guys doing? They say, man's like you.
That's like what's hilarious.
And it's like, no, they don't. Like, no matter. That doesn't make sense.
And that was so far back and he was dissing the band.
And like, that's pretty cool. It's like, honestly, it's pretty ignorant.
Yo, salute to Drizzy, bro.
I'm you know not getting that follow.
It brings us actually to a funny thing because I got in trouble with the Montreal rappers.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Or the Montreal scene.
I saw a little clip. What did you say now?
They got cheesed, bro.
Tabarnak.
So here, okay. I'll play the clip, and I think it kind of explains most of it.
C'est ça qu'il descend à Toronto.
It's like, what? My Montreal niggas, they're still kind of stuck in that friggin' crazy, like, parallel universe right now. Because a lot of my Montreal brethren and Montreal artists, they try to do this thing, especially like the French ones who rap in English. They're like, yo, if I sound American enough, they won't know. Right? And they don't have the identity of the Toronto man to be like, yo, I'll just use the Toronto man accent. People are not hip to the Montreal man accents. So they just default to try to sound like Americans. They'll wear a Yankee cap. They'll do different things. Sometimes they'll wear the Expos cap, okay? Don't get it twisted for any of the people who watch me from Montreal, right? I know y'all rock the Expos to represent Montreal, but I see a lot of music videos where niggas ain't rocking the Expos cap. They'll just rock whatever cap and just hope that people, when they see it on YouTube, will just be like, oh, where's that nigga from? Shit is fire anyway. Who cares? So we're really stuck in between a...
So yeah, and the salute to Bilo the Kid, all right? He's a Montreal rapper. He said, I usually don't speak on pieces, Can you read this for me, Zar, before I botch this
I
up?
usually don't speak my piece on stuff like this.
He doesn't talk
I'm
like
joking.
that.
But since I'm still recovering from surgery, I got time today, and I feel like I got to speak up for my city one time. If you grew up in Montreal and know anything about the city, then you know, just like I do, that as small as it is, the east, downtown, uptown, etc., are different worlds of their own, and that's what makes the city unique and special in its own way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Of course, we were all influenced by American hip hop in terms of music, but outside of that, the reality is the people from uptown, downtown, etc., got their English from their West Indian background. Meanwhile, us French-speaking people from the East had our first interactions with English through our cousins and family members from the States who used to spend their summers here and vice versa. That has nothing to do with trying to sound American.
And I'm not going to make you read through all of the rest because he has paragraphs and paragraphs, but I get what he's saying, all right? I understand.
Sounds like Cope, though. So every single person in Montreal has a cousin from New York that just pulled up every summer and gave them this
New York swag. You know, and listen, salute to B-Little Kid. He's going to get upset. I used that same cope once upon a time. Oh, I used to be in New York every summer with my mom. I go there 3 times, 4 times a year. That's why I talk like this.
Because Toronto used to try to be like New York.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. And he's a French rapper on top of that. So it's like, he raps in English. So that's the thing. Like, Montreal has been going through this thing forever. And we've been going through it too. Like, it's just only now we're hearing like the Sav 4 times and different guys who sound like Toronto mans.
Yeah.
But we were sounding like American before.
But I know why you guys did that, because now that these guys are embracing the Toronto accents, we get clowned constantly for how we sound. So it's kind of like you guys would rather blend in than stand out in a bad way. Like, I guess back in the day. And you even notice it with like a lot of British singers when they do pop music, they sound American. They don't hear the British accent.
Exactly.
And people weren't really, that wasn't a big deal that like the Beatles or like all these other like British acts, they kind of understood that, no, like in order to have mainstream music, you got to sound American.
Yeah.
And with Montreal specifically, I guess they're at a bigger disadvantage because the French speaking world, maybe they don't embrace them as much because they don't like their French. So you're not going to get those spins from France. Where's Enima from? Is he from?
He's from Montreal.
So he's a successful one though.
He's one of the most successful ones. And like, he's still pretty much, most of his demo comes from Montreal.
And his accent, Quebec. Like you can hear his accent.
He has a Quebecois Montreal, or actually, I don't know. He sounds more French when he speaks, but like, he's from Montreal.
One time I recorded a Montreal artist who had like a pretty big following, but he wanted to make music in English. But we were like helping him with the bars because like his English actually wasn't that good. So it's like, what can I say after this? You know, like, and then, okay, I'm gonna say it like that, and he'll punch in and it'll sound like Young Thug or something. Like he'll sound like super American, and then he'll get off and be like, oh, okay, was that sick? Was that good? You know, like.
So am I wrong then?
No, I think you're right, and I think, you know, a lot of Montreal people will try to sound like Toronto mans too. I know, like
that happens too.
Like I've seen videos of that where it's like they're using the Toronto slang, and I don't know, Toronto, like whatever, we don't own the slang. Obviously, most of it is borrowed from like Jamaican culture, or like other, and they probably have a lot of Jamaicans there or West Indians there.
Yeah, and he mentions this in his rant, right?
Yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna make English music, just speak how you speak. But like, I feel like double down on the French stuff. Like, it's almost an advantage that they can tap into the French market.
Yeah, but like, bro, if the English market is America is the biggest market for hip hop, and you're from Montreal and you're French, and you can get this amount of people from speaking French and this amount of people from speaking English, they're gonna try the English, but it's just, we can tell. And if they don't even want to hear us because of our Toronto man accent, then they're not gonna want to hear from the French Canadian sounding English rapper or French rapper who raps in English. I don't want to break any guy's hearts out there, but it's an uphill struggle. I'm not saying it can't happen. It's just harder.
I was about to say, Montreal rappers just do the Kitchenada method. You know what I mean? Start making beats, don't utter a word, and you'll get worldwide. You know what I mean?
He's one of the most popular people out of Montreal right now.
Literally.
If not the most popular out the urban scene right now.
Yo, what's that song? I'm So MTL. Like, I've been hearing it everywhere. You know that song?
There's the I'm So ATL. Maybe they did a remix.
Oh, they did. Okay, because I've been seeing that a lot, and like they're enjoying it. I feel like they should really just like celebrate their own bubble. Like they have their own scene, their own economy. Like they have their own culture. They actually have their own culture. Like, what is Ontario culture? We don't really have that. They have Quebec culture where they have Quebec movies, like French Canadian shows, and I already said that, but like music shows, but and television shows.
They could embrace that, and that would just only be them. Ain't nobody else outside of them gonna embrace it.
But sometimes all you need is like a few people to pay.
Yeah,
like if you had 10,000 people paying friggin' $5 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need millions and millions and millions of people. They have their own heritage.
Yes. And again, coming from a Montreal person, right? It's cool when you're French because you could just switch back and just start doing everything in French and flourish. Salute to Abba and Preach. Those guys are huge friggin' YouTubers, right? But Preach on his own, he's very successful in Montreal for comedy, television, all types of stuff.
They're from Montreal?
Yeah.
Oh, say word.
But he speaks, all his shit is in French. You know what I'm saying? So now if you're an English person and you want to have that success, you better get that success outside of Montreal, or you're going to hit a ceiling very quick.
But it makes sense because if I go to Montreal as like an Anglophone and I try to like put my music out there or whatever, they're going to be like, bro, don't bring that ish here. Like we have our own stuff here.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the same thing. You guys are trying to do the Anglophone stuff and we're like, yo, bro, that sound French. You sound like you're trying to be from New York.
This is what I was saying in the thing, but they took offense. And not only Below the Kid, I want to single him out. I started seeing myself get posted on a bunch of Montreal pages, and I'm like, what did I say? And it was that. Like, yo, I'm not saying they don't have their own identity, but for the most part, any rappers that I hear,
they're not presenting it.
Yeah, and all of the rappers, Canadian or Toronto or Montreal, we're doing American rap, bro.
Literally.
It's an American style of music at the end of the day, and it's just hard for like anyone from Canada, I think, to gain specifically hip hop. I feel like pop music is easier, way easier. Like you can like K-Tronada, like you were saying, like I mean that's more like what, like EDM? No, like what genre would you consider?
That's EDM.
EDM?
Yeah.
EDM house.
EDM house. Yeah. So it's just like it's easy. It's just harder for hip hop specifically because like your story and where you're from matters more than for pop music. Like J Beebs, like I'm sure a lot of Americans don't even know he's Canadian.
No, they know, or they assume he's just from Toronto, not from Cambridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Is he from Cambridge?
Yeah.
Stratford.
My bad.
Yeah.
Stratford, right? So like, come on, bro. Like, listen, salute to Montreal, right? I don't want to have any problems when I go back there. I think I'm going back there like just now. So I'm not trying to have no problems, man. Like,
what are they going to call you? Vendredi?
They'll just call me Friday. Or most people will just call me Kofi over there. They'll take it back to the gubby, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple more topics for us before we hit the road over here. I just want to announce here, NorthSideBenji's about to drop. He's about to drop an album in October, I think. All right.
I do hear his music at the strip club.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he was kind of looking low for a while. Like, you know, I don't know if he was going to drop anymore. He retired or whatever. But he's got an album and a tour to back it up. But what I do want to get to is this walk across Toronto for Lawrence Heights. I don't know if y'all seen this.
Yeah, this is dope.
I'll just play a little bit of it.
To Niagara, U.S. to raise $50,000 for kids in need in Lawrence Heights neighborhood. Let's go. Let's get it.
And just like that, we are leaving. And let me just give you a rundown of our path and where we're going to hit on the journey to Niagara Falls. So obviously we're starting from Toronto, then we're going to hit Mississauga, and then you got Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, Grimsby, Lincoln, Jordan, St. Catharines, and then finally Niagara Falls.
Wow.
This walk is over 130 kilometers, but we're determined to make it. All right, here we go. The walk has started, but we got like 40 hours ahead of us. So many strides. Yeah. And then we finally reached downtown Toronto, Lakeshore. That's where we took our first pit stop. So around 12 kilometers in. All right, you already know we made it to Lakeshore. You see Saga over there. That's our next stop. Walking at night, you do see a lot of different things. Like we saw this guy dancing coyote, running outside on the streets of Toronto. Christ. And finally we reached a bridge that kind of goes towards Mississauga. So you already know we are about to enter Saga. 5 hours, 22 kilometers, 30,000 steps. I already know, man. You already know Mississauga, we made it. It's been 6 hours, 26 kilometers, 34,000 steps. We out here, man. Saga City, we here. And eventually.
So yeah, basically it goes on like this. They go from place to place, and they're raising money for Lawrence Heights, man.
I rate that still, but when they started breaking down like the stats, like how many kilometers and stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's actually very doable. Still, like I thought it would have been further than 130 kilometers. I'm not saying that like this is the easy feat. This is like super big up to them, but I'm like, okay, you know, they're not gonna kill themselves doing this, which is good because we don't want nobody to like do anything too crazy, you know. But so
Catching
like,
the heat exhaustion or something.
Exactly. I'm like, so this was like a good concept for a good cause. Like I rated it still.
Yeah.
And they got like what 30 kilometers like in the first day type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, like you could do that in like a good 4 or 5 days. Crush that before the weekend.
Nah, this is awesome. This is really good to see, and it's positive content. It's going towards a good cause. And it's like people like watching positive stuff or like giveaways, like those type of videos. Like people love watching that. So W.
Yeah, man. I feel like this type of stuff needs to get pushed in the algorithm more. Encourage people to do that and you know, be a copycat of this type of shit instead of the crash out stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I do have a question though. Like, where's the 50,000 coming from?
I was wondering that too. I'm like, are
Like,
people
it's-
just donating?
Like, did someone say, I'm going to give you 50 bands if you guys do this? Or are they hoping to get 50 bands? Like, is that their goal? And they have a donation type thing?
Let me see here if there's any details on that.
Walking across the grass and, you know, just trekking. Set up your camera, sit down and turn it on. But actually getting over the mental hurdle of like, you know, being on camera, talking on camera, willing to make mistakes, hearing how you sound. If this inspired you or if you care at all, then definitely consider donating. The link will be in the description of this video.
Oh.
And yeah, stay tuned for future videos and for future walks and fundraisers as well. But yeah, that is it for this video. We are out. Peace.
Okay, so they're hoping to get 50 bands from this.
Inshallah.
And they're just going to give it to the youths at Lawrence Heights.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if if I just walked 120 kilometers, like, and I made 50 bands, I'm like, let me hold at least one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know, charities, only a small percentage go to the cause. I'm not saying with these guys, because this is more like individuals, right? But like UNICEF and these big ones, like they'll have like millions of dollars and maybe like 6% of it is going to the cause. The rest is like infrastructure costs, paying salaries.
Yeah, I don't mind these guys if they got 50 racks, if they held 5 for their troubles and, you know,
5 each?
No, 5 in total.
Between
and
the 5?
And between the 5, split 1 each. Okay, yeah, we got a rack. Even 1,500 each. All right?
Nah, if I'm recording and doing everything, I need more than every other man. I'm joking.
Right? But like, okay, you take 6,500 out of the 550K, give away the rest. That's way more than the charity people are doing.
Yeah.
They're usually doing it like,
yeah, I would even
30% they're giving to the actual charity.
I'd even say if they gave 40 bands and kept 10 for themselves.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Even that. Yeah. It won't, I wouldn't look down on it. I wouldn't look at these guys like, oh, well, you're holding 10 bands. Like, you walked like how many miles?
I say, yeah, walk it to Niagara. Like,
yeah.
Imagine you do that and you just made like 400.
Yeah. No, fam, because like what you just said, because of the way that these guys, those what is it called? Those charity systems and different things, the way that they structure shit. And I've been hearing this for so many years. They friggin' allocate the funds in the wildest ways, man. They never really pay for the shelters, nothing. And the shit just stays the same. So I would rather give my money to guys who are gonna, you know, cuff like 10% of it and give the rest of it to the charity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember the whole Joseph Kony situation?
Kony 20, what was it? Kony 2012. Yeah.
What was that again?
Basically,
was he a Ugandan president?
One of those African countries. Yeah. There was like some, okay, they try to do some rallying cry, say, oh, there's some dictator. He's like murking all the youths in Africa. And then like their advertising and promotion was so lit. Literally every high school kid in like the West was like rallying, like, yeah, we got to get this Joseph Kony guy.
Stop Kony.
Oh, yeah.
And then like, it turns out he was just like some random like African dude or whatever. Like he wasn't even doing nothing crazy like that. And then like, basically they ran up the bread. It was like some huge scam. Like it was crazy.
Yo, I think that was like the first viral campaign I've ever seen on Facebook. Like ever.
That's
like
crazy.
since Facebook started. Because I remember everyone at school was like, everyone became like an activist all of a sudden. Like, yo, we gotta save Uganda. Like, you know, stop Kony. Like,
they're going to like he was the new like Adolf type thing. You know what I mean? Like it was actually
I do remember that vaguely, man.
Joseph Kony, man.
That and the Toms.
The Toms.
Remember the Toms shoes? They're like, oh, every pair of Toms you get, we're gonna send a pair of shoes to Africa. And then like the Africans did like, yo, we don't want these kicks, bro. These kicks are not good for the terrain out here. So they had like mountains of like Tom shoes just in like random villages because like no one was like,
yo, bro, scammers are outside, man.
Charity or like fundraisers that's a great way to like launder money.
Yes.
Like, if they registered as a charity and they put the 50 bands there, legally they could spend, I think, all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Non-profits,
you know, and
bro.
I think it's non-taxable.
Yes. You get big tax write-offs when you're dealing with charity, man. So
we might have to start a charity.
That's one, you know.
We Love Hip Hop Foundation.
Yeah, you never know, man.
I'm gonna start a charity, and like every time I DJ a gig, like you'll just donate it to my charity. Don't even pay me.
Hey, you never know. That's maybe why YouTube is calling it donations instead of something else.
They write it off as that's like they're probably YouTube charity.
Yeah, you never know.
That's why a lot of these political figures, that's how they make deals. I'm not going to give you no bread, but I'm going to donate to your charity.
Donate to you.
Yeah, even celebrities, when they put bets, it's like, yo, if you do this, I'll donate $500,000 to a charity of your choice. It's like, what charity would you like to choose? It's like, if it's Friday, he'll be like the Friday Ricky Dredd Foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Go allocate the money right back. Don't worry, I'll make sure that the kids get the money. You know what I'm saying? After me.
Yeah, 8%.
Yeah. But yeah, man, salute to them gentlemen right there. For what was the gentleman's name?
Jamal Lee.
Yeah, man. Salute to Jamal Lee, man, for putting that together. Let's get out of here, man.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.